Have you ever opened your laptop to do something important and somehow ended up watching conspiracy videos about billionaires building underground bunkers? Yeah, your brain did that on purpose. And here's the scary part. Procrastination is not laziness. It's actually a psychological survival mechanism designed to protect you, which means your brain secretly loves delaying things. Homework, business ideas, gym goals, that text message you still haven't replied to. Your brain would rather protect your feelings today than help your future tomorrow. And if you don't understand this mental trap, procrastination can quietly destroy years of your life without you noticing. But today, we're exposing exactly why your brain craves procrastination, the hidden dopamine loop controlling your actions, and the psychological tricks high performers use to break free. Because once you understand the science, you stop fighting yourself and start winning against your own brain. Section 1. The real reason you procrastinate. Here's what most people think. I procrastinate because I'm lazy. Wrong. Your brain procrastinates because it's trying to avoid discomfort. That's it. Your brain is constantly scanning for two things: pleasure and safety. And anything that feels stressful, uncertain, difficult, or emotionally uncomfortable, your brain labels it as a threat. So when you sit down to study, start a business, edit a video, or work on a big goal, your brain goes, this feels hard. Let's do literally anything else. Suddenly, your room needs cleaning. You need snacks. You remember a random childhood memory from 2014. And somehow you're researching how penguins sleep. Your brain isn't stupid. It's escaping discomfort. Because the human brain evolved for survival, not productivity. And in 2026, distractions are everywhere. Short videos, notifications, infinite scrolling, AI-generated entertainment. Modern apps are competing for your dopamine every second. Your brain doesn't stand a chance unless you consciously take control. Section 2. The dopamine trap. Now let's talk about dopamine, because this is where procrastination becomes addictive. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical. Not exactly. Dopamine is actually the anticipation chemical. It motivates you to seek rewards, and your brain loves fast rewards. That's why scrolling social media feels easier than building your future. One gives instant stimulation, the other gives delayed rewards, and unfortunately, your brain prefers now over later. Imagine this. Option A, watch funny videos for instant dopamine. Option B, work hard for months with no guaranteed result. Your brain goes, yes, cat videos seem safer. And honestly, from an evolutionary perspective, it makes sense. But here's the problem. Every time you procrastinate, your brain learns a dangerous pattern. Discomfort appears. Escape instantly. Receive dopamine. That loop becomes automatic, which means procrastination slowly turns into identity. You stop saying, I procrastinate sometimes, and start believing, I'm just a procrastinator. That mindset is deadly, because identity controls behavior. Section 3. Why motivation doesn't work. Here's something nobody tells you. Motivation is unreliable. Waiting to feel motivated is like waiting for lightning to charge your phone. It might happen, but probably not when you need it. Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems, because motivation is emotional. Systems are psychological, and your brain loves predictable patterns. For example, if your phone is beside you while working, your focus drops automatically. Not because you're weak, because your brain detects possible rewards nearby. That tiny notification, it's basically psychological bait. So instead of trying to become more disciplined, make procrastination harder. Here's how. Put your phone in another room. Use website blockers. Start with only 5 minutes of work. Remove visual distractions. Make good habits easier than bad habits. Sounds simple? That's because the best psychological strategies usually are. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. Section 4. The fear nobody talks about. Now here's the deeper reason many people procrastinate. Fear, not laziness. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. Because if you never fully try, you never fully fail. Think about that. Procrastination becomes emotional protection. Your brain says, if we delay this, we can avoid disappointment. But there's a hidden cost. Every day you procrastinate, your confidence slowly dies. Because confidence doesn't come from thinking, it comes from evidence. And every time you break promises to yourself, your brain remembers. That's why procrastination feels heavy emotionally. It creates guilt, stress, anxiety, and eventually helplessness, which makes procrastination even worse. It becomes a cycle, and the longer it continues, the more dangerous it gets. Because years can disappear like this, one delayed task at a time. Pattern interrupt. Quick question. Have you ever procrastinated so hard you became productive at completely unrelated things? Like suddenly organizing your desk at 2 a.m. instead of doing the one task that actually matters? Congratulations. Your brain unlocked productive avoidance mode. Elite procrastination. Section 5. How to rewire your brain. Now the good news, your brain can be retrained. But you have to stop relying on feelings and start using psychology against itself. Here are 4 powerful mental rewiring techniques. 1. The 5-minute rule. Tell yourself, I only need to do this for 5 minutes. Why it works? Starting is the hardest part. Once momentum begins, resistance drops. Your brain fears starting more than working. 2. Dopamine delay. Stop feeding your brain constant stimulation. Too much scrolling destroys focus tolerance. Your brain becomes addicted to fast entertainment. Try this. No phone for the first 30 minutes after waking up. Work before entertainment. Reduce background noise and multitasking. At first it feels boring, then your focus becomes powerful again. 3. Identity shift. Stop saying, I'm trying to be productive. Instead say, I'm the type of person who finishes things. Your brain wants consistency with identity. That's why self-image matters. 4. Reward progress. Your brain responds to wins. Track progress visually. Even small progress creates dopamine. That's why checklists feel satisfying. You're literally training your brain to enjoy discipline. Here's the truth. Your brain will always choose comfort by default. That never changes. But the people who succeed, they learn how to act despite discomfort. That's the difference. Not talent, not luck, not genetics. The ability to move before you feel ready. Because your future is being shaped by small daily decisions right now. Every scroll, every delay, every excuse, or every action. And the scary part is, your brain is already becoming whatever habits you repeat most. So the real question is, are you training your brain for distraction or discipline? If this video changed the way you see procrastination, subscribe now for more psychology-based videos about discipline, dopamine, focus, brain hacks, and self-improvement. Thanks for watching.